Hey everybody, it's Kim here. Welcome back to my channel. Even my subscribers, welcome back, because it's been so long since I've made a video. It's been several months. And to be perfectly honest, I did make a couple videos starting on Friday, and I just had issues with each one, like technical problem, whatever. So we're starting again. Hopefully this is the one that actually gets uploaded and makes it onto the channel. Anyway, if you are new to my channel, I am a reseller. I'm not really sure anymore if I'm a part-time or a full-time reseller. It is my only job at the moment. It is my retirement job. So, kind of trying to figure it out, to be honest. I thought I was on a track, and I've kind of, I don't know, I'm forging a new path this year. So anyway, if you enjoy reselling content, today is going to be a work with me video. I'm going to show you a little bit of what I'm doing, some of the inventory I'm getting ready to list, kind of what my process is. I also do unboxings, thrift hauls, bins hauls, you name it, that kind of stuff. I've been thinking about doing some, you know, what solds or ship with me's or something like that. So I'm definitely always interested to hear what kind of videos you'd like to see. I do want to mix in this year a little bit more about my life, what's going on in my business, in my life, everything. I really enjoyed the videos I started making when I first started this channel, where I just was a little bit more, it was a little bit less about my business and a little bit, well, it was not about my business because it didn't exist, but it was kind of more about me and my journey through, you know, different things. So kind of try to merge it a little bit this year. So anyway, give you a few updates and then I'm going to start to work. If you've watched my channel before and watched last year, you know that we did lose one of our dogs, Gimli, last year to cancer. It was a very tough time, and definitely part of the reason why I didn't make videos for a while. Also, you know, if you've watched my videos before, I have suffered from anxiety my whole life, but I've really got it under control for the most part. But last year was a tough year that brought a lot of new things up, so I just really kind of took a few months off to just really figure out what was going on and kind of get myself back to that good place that I really enjoy being. So, and definitely part of that was losing Gimli. Even though I will say I think it was the first time I've ever grieved healthily in my entire life, it's still hard. It's still difficult. And then I really had a lot of issues, I think, with myself, with leaving my part-time corporate job in HR and then coming and being a full-time reseller. And I think I put a lot of pressure on myself to make a certain amount of money, to do so well, to justify to myself that it was okay that I quit my job to do this. And it really took me until like the very end of December, January, to really figure out that that was all of the stress that I was feeling and why I couldn't seem to be happy doing the thing that I wanted more than anything to do. So I've kind of restructured my thinking this year. And part of it is, I don't know if you can see on my shirt, but it says, it's like a river and it says, go with the flow. That is my philosophy. My 2025 philosophy is go with the flow. Last year, a lot of things happened, you know. The reselling world was a little bit unpredictable last year. I was going to get my phone to take pictures and I realized that my phone was actually in my pocket. I do take all of my pictures with my phone. But anyway, platforms were changing their fees and trying things and then changing them back, and one platform closed, and I mean, it was just a lot of sales went down and seemed to be very slow for most people, you know, for part of the year. So there was a lot that was out of my control, but I was still putting that pressure on myself to achieve without even really taking any of that into consideration. Because I do tend to do that, to put pressure on myself to always be, oh, I got a sale, guys. Oh, never mind. It was a sale I already had. Okay, I'll have to fix it later. Anyway, my Vindu is counting it when I'd already counted it, but I'll fix it later. Anyway, and Vindu, in case you don't know, Vindu is a cross-listing platform that I pay for, that I use. I can upload all of my, I make all my listings within Vindu, takes my pictures within Vindu. It lets me take away the background, so I just have a nice white background in my pictures, and then I can cross-list to all the different platforms. So, very helpful. But anyway, as I was saying, all of these things were happening, and I was putting so much pressure on myself that I just wasn't enjoying anything. So this year, go with the flow, you know? I don't have control over what the marketplaces do. I don't have control over the economy. I don't have control over whether people want to buy things or not, whether, you know, people are just not spending their money. The only thing I have control over is what I'm selling, pricing it the best I can, keywording it, trying to get it to as many people as I can to see it. And, you know, my business model, that's what I can control, but I can't control if people just generally aren't buying. So I'm going to go with the flow this year, and I'm just going to accept that it's going to be what it's going to be, and I'm not going to focus on the results. I'm going to focus on the process. And I'm really putting a lot of new things to work in my business and in my life. I joined the greatest group. It's Resellers Edge University, REU. It is a paid tool, I guess I would call it. There are videos to watch on every reselling subject you can imagine. There are daily calls for different topics, business topics, deep dives into different aesthetics or trends. There are just anything you can imagine about reselling. There is information there. And then on top of it, there's a Facebook page. So on top of it is this amazing community of other resellers. And I just love it. It is probably the best decision I've made in my business. It's amazing. So I've gotten a lot already, you know, just in a few months, not even a few months, a few weeks. I've gotten so many ideas about what I need to do. But anyway, let's get to work. I'm going to kind of show you what I'll show you kind of an overview of my process first. We're in my basement, and I'm kind of taking what used to be our family room and turning it into kind of my workroom. So I have this board, and this is just a blanket, like a fuzzy blanket, and I can pick this up and pull it out so I can make it as slanted as I want. But because of this blanket, it has a little bit of static electricity, so I can usually get things to kind of lay. Well, of course, it's not going to do it what I'm trying to show you, but I can get things to kind of lay out sometimes the way that I would like them to. So I kind of do a combination in my pictures of on a hanger and then kind of a flat lay as well. And then I take the background out, and they honestly look pretty good. They look pretty good. And in fact, they apparently look good enough, I guess, because one of the platforms I sell on is Depop, and they have something on their homepage. It's called the Edit, and they pick a certain number of photos and they feature them on their homepage. And you can click into it and see a bunch of photos, and then they have like 6 or 8 that are on the front page, and they kind of rotate those around. But just in the past few months, I've had 4 of my pictures, 4 of my items in the Edit, 4 times on the front page, which always brings in traffic, which is amazing. So I think I must be getting better at pictures if they're actually selecting my picture to put on their website. That makes me feel good, like I'm doing something right. But anyway, so I start out here. Like I said, I take the pictures right into Vindu with my cell phone. I usually take a front, a back, and then I will get my measuring tape out, and I'll measure. With a dress like this, I'll measure just the pit to pit, armpit to armpit, and then the total length. If it had a defined waist that was different than the pit to pit, or wasn't, you know, getting bigger, then I would measure the waist as well. On jeans, I measure like the inseam and the rise and the waist. So I measure different things depending on what the item is. This with the dress, I'm just going to measure, like I said, the pit to pit and the length. And then I will take pictures of the tags as well. Sometimes I'll do it up here, sometimes I'll do it down there. And then I do have these little whiteboards that I wrote on. So like this is just like for this dress, this is what I would use. I'd write what the pit to pit measurement is, and I'd write what the length is. And then I just take a picture of this and put it in my listing as one of the photos so that people can see the measurements. And then in my description, I just refer to the photos being in there. I have my little scale so I can weigh everything, and I have my down there on the floor. I have my bags. I need a better system. I think what I need is like something up here that I can stick on the wall, like those file folders you see in offices, you know, like file, you know, like there's a file here, a file there you can stick. So I could stick the different size envelopes, and I should just grab one from up there, and that would really save some time. So that's something I need to go look for. It just occurred to me today though. So maybe next time I'll have that up there. But anyway, I'm still refining my processes. So this is what I do. I have a rack you can see over here with things. All of that is ready to be listed. I don't know if you can really see. There's another rack here that's got some stuff on it. And then that rack is double-sided. So that other side is about half full of stuff ready to be listed and half full of stuff that's waiting to be steamed. And then I have some other stuff down here that's just waiting to get to the racks. I had a big binge trip and then a half-price stay at our local thrift store. So I am a little bit heavier on inventory now. So I need to get all of this stuff processed before I get anything else, anything new. And that is part of what I'm starting to do. So anyway, I'm going to keep talking while I take pictures. And definitely let me know in the comments what you think about like just a chatty work with me. If this is the type of video you like, you're like, yeah, Kim, go back to the unboxings. We don't really care about this. I'd like to know what you think. But anyway, oh, this dress is not wanting to stay on the bottom. But anyway, I'm definitely trying. One of the things I really want to do is I'm going to have to pull this out. This is what's great about it being a slant board, is I can just pull it out a little bit, and then generally it will stay a lot better. Of course, I have the one dress that's like, nah, not going to do it. Okay, we're just going to let you be a little less full then, if that's what you really want. But anyway, as I was saying, what was I saying? I don't remember. Slant board, pictures, videos. Oh, my sourcing strategy. I have realized recently that one of my biggest problems, not problems, but one of my biggest, probably one of the things I need to work on the most is, so see, here's you can kind of see, that's what it looks like. And then I will take the background out and it will look much better. I really need to do a better job of sourcing intentionally. Sometimes I take a closer up picture of the tag just in case, because sometimes it just gets blurry when I try to enlarge it. I really do need to be more discriminate in my sourcing. And please also, if you're like, you would be so more efficient if you would do this, this, or this, let me know. Because heaven knows, if there's a harder way to do it, I will usually find it. But anyway, so that is about, I'm just going to go with 15 and 47.5. 15 and 47.5. So I just lost my measuring tape. I do usually just hook it there. But anyway, I need to be pickier about what I'm picking up, because I'm looking through my inventory and I'm realizing that I have a lot of inventory that I'm not excited about. And you know, a lot of that was from boxes and unboxing. So I'm going to, I think, be much more particular about the boxes I pick up as well. There are some of the ThredUp boxes that I still love, and some that I don't really think they're worth it anymore. So as I said, I'm going to be much pickier about that. And I want to really do a lot more of my own sourcing, thrifting, and going to the bins. And also, doing that more often, picking up less but better, but doing it more often. So that's part of it. And the biggest thing in this whole story for me is that I really need to make sure what I'm picking, there's a string up here that I can hook the hanger on, that what I'm picking up is, first of all, something I'm excited about. If I'm not excited about it, I'm not going to want to list it. I'm going to drag my feet. It's not going to be any fun to do. Plus, if I'm not excited about it, those are usually the things that just sit there. So the things I get excited about tend to sell faster. So that is kind of my goal. I'm going to actually, you know what, I think I might just take a lot of pictures and then I'll do the other stuff after. I think because what I'm worried about is that you're not going to be able to hear me over there or see me. So we're just going to take pictures of as much of this rack as we can. And then I will come back and do all of the other part maybe tomorrow afternoon. That will work for this, I think. And I'll try to figure out a better way. Maybe my next one we'll do the other part together. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, you know, I need to be excited about it. And I have this habit of wanting to like save all the clothes. Like I want to get all of them home, but I can't. There's too many, especially at the bends. And I'll think to myself, well, I could probably do that in a live show, but I haven't been doing live shows. I haven't really started regularly doing live shows. I want to. It is in my plan for this year, but I need to get my inventory cleaned out and kind of get back on track with the sourcing and all of that. I need to get that going. And then at that point, it would make sense to pick things up for a live show. But it makes no sense to pick things up to sell on a live show when I'm not actively doing live shows. So I kind of have set up some like rules for myself. One is I can't source again until I get rid of a good portion of what I already have. I'd say at least 75%. So I have a lot of photographing and measuring and all of that to do, listing before I go sourcing again. The exception to that is like the half price days that only happen every once in a while. If there's a half price day and I want to go do that, okay, fine. That's okay. You know, it's okay to do that because, oh, did I just mess up? I think I did. No, it would be there. Oh no, it didn't save my pictures. Sometimes Vindu is very weird, and every once in a while, I guess we'll do this one again. Maybe I just didn't save it because I'm distracted. But anyway, where was I? Now you're going to see how truly of a hot mess I really am. I think that, oh, this is hard. This is what I have to do to get it on the hanger up to the top. The top little, I have like 2 knots for 2 different heights. What was I saying? Anyway, the sourcing, yes. I need to get a lot done before I can get more, but I think that's fair. I think it really is fair. And I also think that that is really going to encourage me to be more discriminate and only get the things that really speak to me, that I'm really excited about, because I will know that I have to list all that stuff I'm not that excited about before I can go thrifting again or to the bends. And, you know, that's my favorite part. So I think this kind of strategy is really going to help me. I have to remember that this dress has pockets and make sure I put that in the listing, because dresses with pockets are just such a bonus, aren't they? Pockets in your dresses and skirts. Why don't they all have pockets? Why not? Why? I don't understand. Pockets are amazing. I understand tighter fitting dresses, that the pockets would, you know, be in the way. But for a dress like this, it would be perfectly fine. I think that's good. Okay. So, oh, the pockets. I usually take a picture of the pocket, and it also helps me remember to put it in the listing, that there is, in fact, a pocket there. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, that's my first biggest change is going to be how I go about sourcing. You know, really being more thoughtful about it, rather than just picking up things because I can. You know, there has to be I have to be excited about it. That's what it comes down to. And then I want to get into the habit of sourcing less more regularly and getting it processed quickly. That would be the goal. And then eventually adding in some live shows. And then I would, you know, at the bins, definitely at lower prices. Because I've been to bins in 3 different states around me. And in all of them, my average cost of goods ends up being about $1. A little over, a little under, but pretty much $1. So, you know, that's great. You can do low starts in a show when you've only paid $1 and still, you know, make money. So I really want to build up I'm probably going to start on Whatnot, kind of try to build that up. So that's like I said, in the plan for the year. And then I'm going to move on to other changes, you know. The first one I said is the sourcing. The second one is getting my processes down really well. The third is reworking workspaces. This one and my upstairs storage room, making as much space as I can for everything to fit. And then I have a lot of, you know, life stuff too, you know. I need to keep on top of handling my anxiety because heaven knows the world we live in right now can cause you some anxiety. So yeah, it's important that I keep on top of it. And that's probably going to mean thinking of myself more as a part-time. And that was another thing I was hung up. Why do I have to be full-time? I was part-time before. Why can't I be part-time in this? So I think I'm kind of moving towards being you know, maybe somewhere in between part-time and full-time. I want to go back to taking yoga classes. You can probably tell I have gained some weight, and the problem with that is that my joints aren't that great, and putting more pressure on my joints is really not good for me health-wise. So health-wise, I need to lose weight. I need to go back to yoga, get back into shape. I need to get some, you know, walking in, or, you know, find some other forms of activity. And that needs to be a regular thing. And I need to lose weight. I need to eat healthy. I don't need to diet. I need to eat healthy and get into a healthy lifestyle all the way around. Mentally, physically, health, eating, exercise, all of it. You know, time for myself, taking care of myself, all of that. You know, I think I've gotten to this certain age where I just want the rest of my life, however long that is, to be happy and joyful. So, and it is hard to hold on to the joyful sometimes. In the world we live in, you know, there's a lot of outside things that really come after your joy. You really are coming after my joy lately. So, you know, there's that finding that balance between everything. And so that's what my year is going to be. This is a year of discovering how to live in this world, be happy, be there for other people that need it, because there are a lot of people that are suffering in many different ways, economically, feeling like they're marginalized, like they aren't accepted for who they are. There's a lot in this world, a lot of people that are not good for reasons, for good reasons. So, you know, being able to be there for other people, be a resource for people if I can, be kind, you know. If I'm not feeling good, it's a lot harder to go out and be kind to everyone I meet, you know. It is easier to be kind when I feel good. You know, if you're in a bad mood because you're tired, you didn't get any sleep, and you know, you can get cranky, you get all of those things. So taking care of myself helps me be the person I want to be a kindness to other people, if that makes any sense. So that's going to be 2025. Anyway, I feel like I haven't really done a lot of work. And we're already at like like a half an hour. All right. I'm going to wrap this up because I really didn't work. But maybe this is a good introduction to me coming back. I will definitely be doing some more unboxings. I still have some boxes that I ordered last year from ThredUp, and honestly, I have no idea what they are or what's in them. So we will unbox those. And I'm just excited to show you as I go thrifting and go to the bins and all of that, what I bring home. Since I'm going to really be looking for the things I'm super excited about. So anyway, if you have not subscribed and you think you might enjoy watching my videos, I would love it if you would. And if you could leave me a thumbs up and a comment, that would help, because since I haven't put out a video in so long, pretty much the YouTube algorithm thinks I don't exist anymore. So I need all the help I can get to get my videos out there. So yeah, if you don't know what to comment, you can just leave me an emoji. You know, leave me a flower, because I want it to, I'm into the spring clothing. I want it to be time to wear spring dresses. I'm ready for the warmth. Too cold and too snowy this winter for me. So anyway, if you don't mind, I would really appreciate a thumbs up and a comment. Let me know what you think. What kind of videos do you want to see? Let me know. I would love to help you. Well, not help you. I would love to make videos that you would be excited to watch. All right, I'm going to stop yabbering now. But remember, it's never too late to get back to something that you love. Because, we go through stages in our life, go through different things. And I always loved making these videos and sharing them. But for a while last year, it was a chore. It became work. But now I'm back to just, like, I want to do it again. So, it's not too late. Even if something stopped being that thing for a while, it might bring you joy again at a later time. So if you feel that inkling again, it's not too late to pick it up and start again. Anyway, I wish you all the best, and I'm hoping to be regular with the videos, at least one a week, maybe more. I really want to get back to where I was, where, I get a box or I go thrifting. I'm like, I got to make a video. Can't wait. And I think I'm feeling that kind of excitement again. But anyway, I have missed you all so much, and I appreciate it. And I will see you in the next video. But I forgot my remote as usual. I am also looking into getting a better camera. But anyway, I will see you all in the next video. Bye, everybody.